Okay, I'm so fucking tired of so many people promoting this shit. Like, attention is the new currency. Fuck off. Like, what is going on? Like, what's going on with why are people so selfish? And why are we grabbing other people's attention? Alright, guys, hope everyone is doing well today. The topic of the video, as you can see from the title, again, these are not going to be edited. I'm not going to edit any of these. Basically, I'm just going to read the main parts of this and then like explain my thought process. And the whole point of this is to just provide true value. Like you might hear this word a million times, but basically the whole idea is providing true value. That's the whole goal of all of this, right? So the topic is how to provide true value without feeling like a scam. All right. How to decide what to sell online without feeling like a scam. Right. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but for a very long time, until literally today, I think of like any person who sells something online as a scam. Like it's all a scam, right? And which is why I've been holding back from creating content, right? Because I think even content feels like a waste of time, right? And I've been holding back from trying to make money online as well, or trying to create something online, because I think all of them are scammers, right? And it's all of a sudden, weirdly, I think that the job, I work in a bank, right? And the bank job is all of a sudden the providing real value, where like all of this is just a bunch of scammers trying to make quick money or something like that, right? I don't have that mindset anymore. And if you do have that mindset, this is the video for you, right? This is the only people that I'm making this video for. It's literally people like me who actually are facing the exact same problem, all right? Before we get into it, first we gotta understand what is true value, all right? True value is helping, all right? I'm gonna read what I have mentioned, the most important thing, which is true value is helping. When someone is addicted to smoking weed and someone puts out a video, right, gets on a call with the person to help that person fix his weed smoking problem, he has provided true value, right? It doesn't matter how did it happen. It doesn't matter the fact that that person has paid money for booking the call and that's why he stopped smoking weed, or the fact that he's inspired by this dude who has stopped smoking weed and the other person looks at him as an inspiration and is like, I'm gonna stop weed from now. It doesn't matter. Even if the inspiration or the fact that like, I don't know, he's just motivated by the person who has stopped smoking weed, or got influenced or whatever. If after that call, right? If after that call or after like taking the course or like watching the content online, if that person has stopped smoking weed, that's true value. That's true value 100%. Do you agree with me? Because think about it, right? That is the best thing that someone could do for the person. If you were smoking weed and I helped you to stop smoking weed, for $20, like I have helped you with true value. I have solved a problem that you've been going through, and I've just helped you solve it. Because if I've suffered through it, I may have developed a way of thinking that could fix what you have done. Maybe you haven't thought of it like that, right? And it breaks free, right? It solved a problem. True value is solving a problem. True value is helping, right? That's the best thing you could do, you know? Agree with me or disagree with me. What do you think, right? Put it in the comments below. I would be curious to know about it. All right. The next statement, the blurb, is entertainment is not providing true value. Okay? It's value since the person was bored and now he's not. But it's not true value because it did not help the other person solve a problem that leads to lasting change. Like that's the goal. You want to help people solve a problem that will lead to lasting change, right? Or at least on the getting to that goal. That should be the goal of the person creating the content, firstly, right? So unless entertainment is like a show where in a unique way it's kind of like solved a problem that a person has been having that leads to lasting change, unless that's the case, it's not true value, it's just value, right? Values here, true value is like really helping solve the problem. So basically, to sum it up for this part, is true value equals solving a problem that leads to lasting change. Value, so anything, basically. Like I feel like in economics we've learned that like value is anything, right? And kind of yeah, but like we don't want that. You know, we don't want to be scammers. We don't want to be making other people's lives worse, right? So porn and wasting time, wasting other people's time would be considered value, right, in economics terms, despite the fact that it does not really help another person at all, right? Other than like providing entertainment or like providing distractions, which is not true value. So that's the first thing, right? Providing true value, not value. So to do that, to not be a scam, don't waste people's time. And if I'm creating this video right now, it has to, in my head, it should conclude that I'm helping someone else, right? Whatever the video is, right? How do I decide how to provide true value without feeling like a scam? I don't feel like a scammer anymore when I'm trying to create this content. So this could help you. You know, it's true value, right? It's a way of thinking. Now I've broken out from this way of thinking. Thank God I did, right? And now you can do as well, right? All right, on to the next one. Okay, so why do we have such a bad view of selling online? You know, it's because there's a lot of people are wasting time. A lot of people are wasting our time, right? They're wasting their time with creating a bunch of nonsense and then putting it on us, which is also wasting a bunch of nonsense. Right? It's a lot of clickbait content, right? A lot of social media is also fucking horrible, right? A lot of social media is just recommending you shit that forces you to stay on the platform, right? More than you should, right? You're distracted. That's not a good thing. But I think that should be the goal. Moving forward, that should be the goal, where people are focused on not creating nonsense, but creating value. And that should be the only other person. It should be very altruistic. That's the future, right? So basically, goals should be very clear. The person creating the content, if you're trying to create this content, the goal should be very clear. And this should, by the way, it's not just content. I mean like businesses. All of these things are amazing things, by the way. It's creating value, right? All of this is creating value. But businesses, courses, content, all of it. The goal should be very clear. So every video, every post, everything should be altruistic. Provide true value to solve a fucking problem. That should just be the focus. Just help others and there won't be conflict within yourself. That's the whole point of this whole video, actually. Again, I'm not saying this, I'm saying this as it relates to like everything in life, all right? Like with every post, with every product, with every course, with every book, every show, every idea, think, after someone digests this thing, will that person have lasting change? That they would be better than the person they were? Or like it fixes a problem? If that is the case, then only go ahead and like post the content. All right, this goes on to the next thing, how to decide what to sell or create, okay? Sell something that is of true value. Again, same idea. From the biggest thing, it varies in all degrees. From the biggest thing, like what is the meaning of life, right? To the smallest thing, like how to stop yourself from sleeping after lunch, right? From the biggest thing to the smallest thing, if it provides true value, that should be the focus. And that's a good focus to have. Help someone. Like play this out, right? Always play this out. Play this out before you create anything. Think, once this person watches this video, will it finally help that person? Will that person be happy after it? Only then post the content. That's the only stressor of this. This is the most important thing, right? All right. So why did I fail to understand this before, and why you might have failed to understand this before, right? This is going to be a little bit of a rant, right? Because here's the thing, right? Helping is the new currency, right? I'm like, it's not attention anymore, okay? I'm so fucking tired of so many people promoting this shit. Like, attention is the new currency. Fuck off. Like, what is going on? Like, what's going on with the, why are people so selfish? And why are we grabbing other people's attention? Like, a person being present in the moment is the best thing that they could ever do. That is the best thing they could ever do. Like, that is the happiest they could feel, being present in the moment. That's the whole point of like all the things we do, like meditation, reading, or whatever. It is to be present in the moment. Even the work that we do, the goal should be to be present in the moment. And what's up with this? What's up with all these rich people trying to like promote this idea of attention, to grab all the attention, force them to fucking be distracted? What has happened to us? How much money do fucking people need? Like, it's enough. Attention is not the new currency. Enough. I'm changing that currency right now. It's helping people is the new currency. Attention is suffering. All right? Attention is being distracted, or you're suffering if you're constantly distracted. If you're on social media right now and if you're not on it to get something, if you've not typed something on to get on it and you're just scrolling, you're suffering. Like, that's not being present, and it's affecting you. And if it doesn't affect you, cool. I don't know a single human being where after going through social media they're going to be happy. But okay, if that's you, fine. But I don't think that's not the case. As a human, you want to be present, right? Like, how do these people sleep at night? Like, where is the empathy, right? Like, what is going on? Respect this idea. Helping is the new currency, right? Not attention or whatever that people think. Helping is the new currency. Everything should be around the fact that you're helping someone else. And guys, this is not like the currency that exists. Like, it's still always going to be the currency. This attention thing is just distracting us from helping solve it. If you want to build a business, or if you want to create a product or a service or like course or like whatever, like it's always been the case that like helping is the only thing that matters. If you want to build a business, for example, right? Like, I want to build a for example, like if basically I want to drink something, right? I want to have kefir. It's a probiotic drink. I really love that shit. Okay, right here. Look at that. Look, someone has packaged this and given it to me, provided me with value, right? It's helped me. Hence, I'm giving money for this, right? It has nothing to do with anything else. I've just helped. They've helped me. Therefore, I'm giving them value. I could make this on my own, but I would rather spend this money to get someone else to like make this thing for me. They've created value they've helped me, hence that is the value. That's always been the case. Help someone else, and that's the only value. It's the benefit that you get internally, and it's the benefit that you get externally in terms of money or like whatever the fuck you guys want. All right. How did this change? I don't know how my mentality of this changed. Like, every time I think of every time I think of like, what do I want to do? I'm always like, what do I want to do? Who gives a shit what you want to do? It's more of how can you help other people? How can you solve a problem? Right? What do you want to do should be very private. Like, if I want to learn about whatever, like, do it on the side. That's a side thing. Don't think it's all these influencers and shit that has like changed our mindset. How are they, like, we're not really happy with that kind of mindset as well. You know? Would provide some value, like help people, right? Solve problems, solve your problems, and then solve other people's problems. All right. I hope by the end of this, like, again, I'm talking about true value. I hope I provided you with true value on this. Right after this, don't you feel like it makes sense? A person who's smoking weed and like he's been fixed by another person at his absolute value for $20. That person's going to go. He was smoking weed, now he's not. Like, his family loves him, everybody loves him, he has better relationships, he's happier. It's a win-win. $20, it's fucking nothing, right? Solve problems, solve whatever that problem is. Solve problems, help each other. I think that's probably it. That should be the goal, right? How the content does help. Content does help, businesses do help, all of these things help. And that should be the focus, right? And that's the focus moving forward. Right? I'm going to make a video on this, but basically, the future is going to be filled with good things, right? It's not going to, I don't know why people are so scared. I don't think it's going to be so scary. I think people are selfish, obviously, but doesn't mean that everyone has to be that way, you know? I don't think everybody wants to make so much money. I think everybody just wants freedom, right? You don't want to do a job you don't want to do. And that makes sense, obviously. You don't want to do a job you don't want to do. You don't want to have a boss that tells you what to do, right? But you do want to provide value. It's a good thing to want to provide value, right? So that's the future. That's gonna be a good thing, because basically, like, in the future, it's going to be people just kind of, I'm going to create a video on this. Like, I know I'm saying this again, but in the future, it's going to be people are just going to be creating content, creating value for other people, right? So that they are helping other people solve problems, right? Creating businesses, and those businesses are just going to be one-person armies, right? It's going to be just one person going to create a business. He's going to use technology, whatever, to solve a problem. It's just going to be a lot of that, okay? Right. So how, again, these are things that are these are just like, I guess these are just practical things, right? You wanna like do stuff, but you also want to understand there's a good side to doing things. Like, social media is not all that bad. It's horrible because of how they've done it, right? But it's raised awareness. Like, you finding this video is a great thing, right? Like, now you have awareness. Now you can move forward with that. That's a good thing. But the fact that they push it onto you is the problem, right? I'm gonna make a video on this as well. Again, so just to sum it up, how to start, right? How to start making content, and how to provide true value without feeling like a scammer. Make content, true help. Take your phone and record. Like, don't get fancy, none of that. Take your phone. I'm recording on the phone, like random place here. Think only about the other person. I'm only thinking about you right now. You're the only person that matters to me, you know? No script, right? We're too obsessed with making the perfect script. I've written a bunch of stuff, right? Decent amount of stuff, but don't go too overboard with the script. No editing. AI can literally do everything. So I can edit it like to make it look the most fanciest, but here we're focusing on true value. So there's no editing, no need of editing. It's what you say, not how it looks. Right? Make that the focus. Make people come to you because they want to hear what you have to see, not how fucking all the shit, all the extra shit that goes around. Fuck all that. Post, and then once you post on YouTube or whatever social media, use a school website or whatever website, and have people book calls with you, right? You can charge them money or whatever, but that's it. You post and that's it. That's the whole thing. So create true value, just post it literally, and then have a place where you can talk to other people who book calls and stuff like that. Because when you're starting, it's kind of hard to start, you know. I'm gonna make a video on what to talk about, right? But basically, when you're starting, it's kind of hard because you don't know what you want to post about, right? So, and it's not that hard, guys. Again, this is not that hard. You just gotta, like, we've been trained to think about ourselves, so it's kind of hard when you want to provide value because you have to think about somebody else, and that's it. But that's the whole thing, right? Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want, watch the other videos that I have. Subscribe, like. Let's focus on positivity. You know, a new way of living. That's kind of like the goal I have in mind with all the stuff I'm trying to create. A new way of living, a way where we are more happier with the stuff we do, not scammy. You know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys. See you guys in another. See you guys on another video.